Hey guys, n0va speaking. So I uploaded a PvP montage a few days ago and some people liked it, but a lot of people thought I was using a no recoil hack, so I got a bunch of dislikes and negative feedback. I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching over my clips and I was editing them, and some of the clips I was like, where the hell did my recoil go? Well, today we're gonna find out how I did it, and hopefully I can teach you guys how to do it too. But I will assure you I was not using any cheat program, nor would I ever recommend it to anyone. So first off, let's speak about hardware. Make sure that you can run the game at least 50 frames per second. If you can run it at a smooth 60, then you're in good shape. If you can't, then trying to do this would be significantly more difficult. Mouse settings. Make sure you do not have mouse acceleration or mouse smoothing enabled. It would create multiple inconsistencies with aim. Mouse sensitivity. Since there isn't any bloom in the shooting mechanics, the insane recoil makes up for it. I wouldn't recommend using low mouse sensitivity. Someone with lower sensitivity would have to put in tons more effort to recover accuracy from consecutive shots. Someone with higher sensitivity wouldn't need to drag their mouse down as far as somebody with lower sensitivity settings. Now let's get into it. For long to medium range, tap firing would be the ideal way of shooting. I would advise you to shoot slowly at first until you get more used to it. With the M4, before taking a shot, you need to be 90% sure that you will hit your shot. Recoil is massive, so you can't afford to miss. You can slightly decrease the recoil by very slightly dragging your mouse down each shot that you make so that you can minimize the raw adjustments you need to make in order to get your crosshair back on the enemy. The amount of vertical recoil is quite consistent for both weapons. Therefore, the more you practice, the more you get used to it. You would learn the vertical recoil pattern through muscle memory, and eventually you would be able to minimize your vertical recoil to the most humanly possible extent. That being said, let's get into the short range to medium range no recoil spray. In most generic shooting games, controlling vertical recoil is very easy. Like I said before, just drag your mouse down for the spray. The only difference would be is that you'd need to hold down your mouse 1 button. The only real way of learning how to control the vertical recoil is with practice and eventually learning it through muscle memory. Vertical recoil is very easy to control, but it takes a bit getting used to. The only direction in which the gun bounces is up, so the only way you should be dragging your mouse to counteract it is down. It's quite simple. Once you can control the vertical, let's get into the most dreadful and difficult part about pulling this off, the horizontal recoil. I will tell you right now, it is impossible to predict horizontal recoil. There are two directions, obviously, where your gun will go, left or right. You cannot consecutively predict which horizontal direction your gun will move towards. Now the good thing about horizontal recoil is that it doesn't always happen. For long-range situations, if you've perfected counteracting the vertical and the horizontal didn't go into effect, then you would have what really looks like no recoil. In short-range spray situations, you would have no recoil only in random parts of your spray. So how do you counteract the parts where you do have to put up with the horizontal when you are spraying? The only way of doing it is by making raw adjustments as you hold down your mouse button. The idea is to just try your best to keep your sights on the target. Wouldn't recommend spraying at medium range with the M4. With the MP5, it still works most of the time because you get less recoil per shot compared to the M4. So back to the original question, where did my recoil go? It all went in the mouse. While watching the video, it's very easy to conclude that I was using no recoil, but I was actually clutching onto the mouse like my life depends on it. So that is all. I would advise you to practice these techniques in Battlefield servers where you spawn in with guns. You can usually find those by sorting the modded servers list by players, and they're usually scattered about the first page. If you'd like to see my montage and you haven't yet, the link is in the description. I tried to help you, now I'm certain that you, my friend, are kind enough to help me as well by dropping a like on this video. And if you're super awesome, you can try to help me fix the likes to dislike ratio on my montage. That is all guys, hope you enjoyed. If you want to join the official RB clan server where I play most of the time, the IP will be in the description. We are still trying to get it populated. It was wiped on March 5, 2014, PvP sleepers, half-craft 2x durability, active admins airdrops at 20. Come on in, bring your friends and let's have some fun. Shout out to Boo Boo and Cocklover and Batosai. You guys are awesome. The end.